Good morning, everybody. I know, I pretty much look how I feel this morning. I'm not sick. I just woke up in a mood, for real. I had my cup of coffee with 2 teaspoons of coffee made original. I'm not a mad or sad person, so when I get like this, it kind of cracks me up. But I just woke up in a mood this morning and nothing sounds good. So I've had like 8 animal crackers this morning with my coffee, and I really need to figure out something good to actually fix for coffee because I can feel myself wanting to slide down the slippery slope of just grazing through this kitchen this morning. So I'm thawing some shrimp out, and I'm gonna try to cook something here for dinner. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna figure this out, pull myself together. I'll come back. Okay, you guys, so this doesn't look that yummy anymore. It's been in the refrigerator for a couple of days. I don't even know if it's gonna be fantastic or not. I don't feel like cooking anything today or really even fussing with food. So I have, this is leftover from, I don't even know. Like I said, it may not even taste good, but I'm going to attempt to eat this. It is red chicken curry, and I think it's basmati rice. It's this brand, the Ruprex. I have a few of these that I got from Publix. I'm in Florida, so it's this brand. This, when it was super fresh, was absolutely delicious. I needed to add a tiny bit of salt to it for me, but it was great, and it's 5 points for the serving. So I'm having this for breakfast, you guys. So this just happened. This was my other part of breakfast. I don't know, I'd say I ate a little over 1/4 of this carton. I don't know how many points this is. I'm gonna imagine I just had 5 or 6 points. I'll do the math, or I'll look it up in just a little bit. It's been one of those mornings. By the way, let me turn you around. So hey, yeah, that leftover chicken curry was disgusting, so I pretty much ate the chicken out of it and threw it away. I'll add a point to my tracker for that. And it's just been one of those mornings, guys. I'm going to get up from here and start my day. I just finished talking to my fiance, who kind of talked me down from a ledge a little bit. I made the mistake of looking back, and I love talking to him. I'm learning how to talk out my feelings and issues, but I knew when I woke up this morning in such a bad place, in a bad mood, like my head was just in the wrong state, and that could have really spelled disaster. I'm thankful that I have good foods in my house, and that I have things like Halo Top in my house for when I make maybe not the best decisions about how to feel my body. And so I'm gonna pull myself together, get a shower, get out of my winter cozies, and come back and talk to you about what's going on today. All right, see you in a minute. And that spiraled me into having a dream about it, and then before I knew it, I was just for a couple days wrapped up in thoughts about how life was back then. Very briefly for me, this was a very negative relationship. I think I made mention, I did on my weigh-in video. I think I made mention to that. So see, those thoughts had been in my head since probably last Thursday, and so it just kind of snowballed, and I realized that I was stuck in a cycle of thinking about the past. And so how'd I get out of it? I shared it with my fiance this morning because I realized that it was beginning to really affect my emotions, and I am an emotional eater, and I don't have a lot of issues with real food. I'm not a real food overeater. I am a sweets junkie, or I'm a recovering sweets junkie. So, it's funny when people say, isn't it interesting that you have problems getting in all your points now when, you're overweight, you have had this issue for the time that you have, so how can you be having problems getting in your points? Well, when you have used food, sweets, as a coping mechanism to deal with emotions, things like that, all those things begin to be telltale when you start eating healthy food. So now that my focus is on making healthier options, eating foods that are good for my body, I don't want those foods. I don't want to overeat those foods anyway. So that's where my struggle with points comes in. So this week, that became a real big revelation for me, that all I wanted to eat yesterday morning was sweets. And so you saw Halo Top. That's exactly where I went running. So once again, I am learning so much about myself this time through, and I'm excited about that. So anyway, that was what was going on with me. I didn't want to get too in depth into exactly what's going on. I probably will do a video sometime soon, because I have sneaky suspicion that there are more than just me dealing with particular issues and having been through the same things that I've been through in the past, and I am still healing. It is obvious to me after my bout yesterday that I am still healing. So I'm so grateful for Orlando, my fiance, who just is so simple and practical in his ways of snapping me back to reality. Yesterday, as far as food is concerned, I did really well. I got my 47 points in. You saw my breakfast debacle. After that, I had a Cuban sandwich for lunch. I had every intention of having a salad, but still being kind of driven by emotional eating. Not that Cuban sandwiches are bad. There's nothing wrong with it. I ate like a whopping 24-point Cuban sandwich. It fit into my points. There's nothing wrong with that. It was breakfast and dinner. And then I think I had the Girl Scouts granola bars. I love those. I had one of those for 4 points. And then at school last night, I had a large cup of decaf iced, and then I threw in a Premier Protein. And when I got home last night, I had 2 cups of popcorn, and I was very proud of myself because I actually measured out 2 cups out of the big bag, and I put the rest away. So I was 47 points right dead on. And I'm proud of myself for navigating a really tough day. So sorry about the lighting, but I just wanted to get this in. I am heading into the gym. You cannot see it. No, it's behind me. Anyway, I am heading into the gym, 5:30 a.m. Zumba. I'm about to get it. So I'm also very proud of myself for that. So I hope you have a fantastic day today, and I hope you get some activity in, and that you do something today to take really good care of not only your body, but also your emotions and your heart as well. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.